Hey, it's Wolfy-Chan, and I'm back with another anime review. And this anime is BoogiePop and the Others. Now, I haven't actually read the original manga. I haven't really done much research on it. I have looked at it and wanted to read it, but something about it was strange to me. At the time, I was also a little kid who didn't understand much. So, of course, I wouldn't know, what it's fully about. But I saw an anime forum and was like, I'm an adult who's open to any anime and any genre now. Why not? And this is going to be a full review of the series, but with no spoilers. Kinda. This series breaks up into basically 4 episodes or one key point or one key plot point, and then it goes into another one into about 18 to 19 episodes, if I remember right. And each 4 to 5 episodes makes kind of like an arcing story almost. There are some linking connections in between, but not a lot. It's a very strange anime to get into, I believe, because our main character isn't really our main character. Because of course we focus on different characters through these 4 episodes, but they all center around the main entity that is BoogiePop. So, we have high schoolers, we have all that kind of stuff, and the character that's technically in BoogiePop is a girl. I believe her name is Miori. Probably not. Knowing my luck, it's been at least 2 weeks since I finished watching all of the series, and just our main high school girl doesn't realize that she has BoogiePop inside her. And what the episodes, at least the first 4, dictate is that BoogiePop comes into existence and almost like picks a random entity to go into. And based from that, they don't really have a choice, nor do they know that they are BoogiePop. They just don't. Even though their physical body is in all, like, states of the word or something like that, being used physically in this world, which is very strange yet interesting. So, our main high school girl, of course, is going and fighting evils in that sense. Because, in all reality, in this, you can't really see it and you don't really know what's happening, but it's there, which is very weird. So in the first 4 episodes, we meet a chimera, and she was a product of experimentation to make the entity that is called, it's not called Zero, Echo. It's a simple word. An entity called Echo, basically to duplicate, because Echo is hyper evolving. He is from space. He's technically an alien, and he can only echo what you say to him. Which I love that that's kind of like um, a Greek mythology story, kind of, but in a man with a woman. But you have the chimera that is technically a mimic of Echo's, but she can hyper evolve, change into different people, act like all that stuff. And of course, in the first 4 episodes, basically, she gets attached to this boy at school who's mentally not okay. And they end up like, here, eat this, eat this. And she's like trying to evolve more, but then has a stalemate. But he's like, I still care for you. And she's like, I hope so. But by the end of the 4 episodes, BoogiePop, of course, comes in and is like, you're not really the evil I was here to take care of. And that's like the overarching in all these episodes, is that BoogiePop's like main enemy isn't brought out, isn't talked about. It's she continuously helps, but not clear. She continuously tells us that whatever's bring about the world's demise, I'm here to stop it. But it's not this one. It's not this enemy. It's not that enemy. It's not any of these. But you don't find the bigger enemy. You just find the ones that she comes across and helps with. She helps with the Chimera, and I believe she kills the boy. No, she doesn't kill the boy. Somebody shoots the boy in the head or something. Oh, Echoes goes back into space, shoots like a lightning rod, and basically takes the kid's head off. And the Chimera doesn't know what to feel. Well, then BoogiePop rips her apart, and then the Chimera is dead. Um, but there's a weird tale that pulls through all these episodes in which um, the school talks about BoogiePop and how, oh, BoogiePop will kill a girl in the height of her youth or the height of her beauty and stuff like that, which is not true. It's very strange and very weird. It just happens to be these monsters and stuff are in either girls' bodies, and of course they're bad or something like that. The next four episodes revolve around a guy who is like a lightning jack, kind of. And it's a very weird kind of story because it goes with another guy and Mirage. Mirage tries to bring about something in the world that can't be there or something. Her thing's very unclear as well. And so she picks a person and is like, you're going to fix the world. He can look at people and see the flowers in their hearts and see if they've bloomed or if they don't have a bloom or anything like that. And he's very analytical like that. Then you have, I call him Electric Jack because he's, oh, Spooky E. There you go. But I really like Electric Jack more. He can rewrite people, make them duplicates, and make things. And then you have the TOA organization that kind of pulls through all these episodes that are like supernatural, and they don't want BoogiePop, but they want BoogiePop. Like it's very weird. And the TOA organization also like tests people and stuff like that. And if you're working with them, you can't go against them because they have superhumans that will kill you. But the superhumans act normal. Get me? I'm not gonna lie, this is a very complicated series where you have little threads of something that gets kind of pulled through. And it's very interesting. And overall, the storyline is beautiful. The animation is fantastic. Like, I love it. It's beautifully done. The voice acting, for at least the English dub, because that's what I watch, is very good. But it's a very intricate story that weaves into itself and weaves out and weaves in. And probably the manga better explains this. I can only hope. But it's a very interesting story. Because you have the Mirage plot. You have the Spire plot. And then you have the last... I think it's like you have the BoogiePop where you actually kind of find out about her. And that's a really kind of cool arc, I'll admit. Because you find out how BoogiePop got her name. And that she's been in this student since she was basically a little kid. Her mother thought she had a problem and stuff like that. And come to find out, BoogiePop's just been there all the time. So I don't know if it's really she's schizophrenic because BoogiePop has powers that she doesn't have in the real life. She doesn't use them, but she doesn't coherently see it. So she could be schizophrenic for all I know, at least in this series. I don't quite know, but it's interesting. And I do love how they play with some things in there. It's very intriguing. It's very strange. And for all intents and purposes, it's kind of my anime. Because I think after the Spire, it is mostly BoogiePop stuff. And then they talk about kind of an evil. And she just takes it away, but it's like it's still not the evil she's looking for. So if you're into a series that's kind of weird, whacked out, and like you can kind of pick out the threads, but you're there morally for the ride, definitely give BoogiePop a look at. It is a really good anime and it makes you really think. But on the downside, it doesn't explain a lot. It doesn't explain what the enemy is, and I can only guesstimate that since there's a manga, the manga explains a bit more. But I wouldn't know because I haven't bought the manga yet. So, if you like this video, definitely give me a like. Leave a comment section down below, or leave a comment down below. Have you actually read the manga, and is it totally different than the anime series? Or is it better than the anime series? Or does it go into more detail? And if I should read it, definitely tell me in the comment section below. And or have you watched this and have been slightly as confused as I have been? And definitely don't forget to subscribe, that big red button, for more anime, manga, and something new or something different kind of videos. I am thinking more of doing videos that I'm seeing maybe coming out and maybe watching them, but I don't quite know yet. And if you want to follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the links are down below. And I hope that you've been having a really, really good day. Wolfy-Chan out. Bye.